Yesterday, we debated, is it a big deal that Anthony Davis had not taken a shot since April 5th? JJ arguing absolutely not. Stephen A saying yes, and that spurred this debate. Let's flash back.
Here's my question. You both said Anthony Davis is a top 7 player. Look, I like Anthony Davis.
When healthy.
Luka, Joel Embiid, Giannis, Steph Curry, LeBron James, Nikola Jokic, and Kevin Durant. If he's better than those guys, if that's what you think, by all means, okay.
We could debate this another day. But when Anthony Davis is healthy, I got him top 7. Yeah.
All right, that was winter JJ. Now we have summer JJ. So tell me this. Is a healthy AD? Oh, sorry, I didn't even introduce you, Amar'e. I forgot. I've seen him like 10
It's all good.
No, I've seen him like 10 times already this morning. I forgot the audience. He's on Get Up. I forgot the Amar'e Stoudemire, everybody.
We're here.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay. We're good.
All right, Penelope, let's go.
You're such a hater. You're supposed to be my teammate. Get some sleep, you prankster. All right, JJ, I'm focused on you. Is a healthy AD a top 7 player?
No, he's not. And again, like I said yesterday, he's a great player.
Yeah.
And he's been primarily unavailable since they won the championship in the bubble. He played half the Lakers games in 2021. I think he played 36 games of the 72, and last year he missed 50 games. He hasn't been healthy. But the list that I gave you yesterday, like when we're going to talk about if healthy, right? If healthy, Anthony Davis is a top 7 player. First of all, he's not better than any of those 7 players I listed. He's not better than Kawhi Leonard when healthy, if we're going to go that route. He's certainly not better than Kawhi. So yesterday you said you're going to take him over Luka, and you're definitely not going to take him over a healthy Kawhi Leonard. Like that's crazy, Stephen A. So he's just not a top 7 player. No, he's in that next tier of guys. But here's the issue with the next tier of guys. I'm going to give you the next tier of guys in my eyes. Kawhi Leonard, of course, we can put him in the top. If we want to talk if healthy, Kawhi Leonard's probably a top 7 player. You got to take one of those guys out. Easy. Jason Tatum, Paul George, Damian Lillard, Jimmy Butler, when healthy. All these guys, when healthy. You look at all the guys I listed yesterday. You look at Kawhi Leonard, Jason Tatum, Paul George, Damian Lillard, Jimmy Butler. Outside of Joel Embiid, those 12 guys, every single one of those guys has been the best player on a team that has gotten either to the conference finals or the NBA finals. And some of them, of course, are NBA champions. Anthony Davis has never been the best player on a team that has gotten to the conference finals or the NBA championship. Now, he made the playoffs twice in New Orleans, and they made it out of the first round once, and they got swept. So I don't know where you're arguing. And he hasn't been good. He hasn't been good in 2 years. And by the way, the bubble anomaly, he's a 30% shooter from 3 for his career. He shot 38% in the playoffs in the bubble. There's a little bit of an anomaly there as it relates to the rest of his career. I don't understand where your argument could be that he somehow is a top 7 player in the NBA today when healthy.
Okay. First of all, let me tell America how slick First Take is, especially with Mr. Top Gun right there. You see, I'm out here at the finals. I got 4:30 a.m. wake-up calls. I got to be on the air at 7 a.m. And not only do they have an argument that just came out of nowhere, but they gave J.J. Redick an extra day to prepare. You see, they thought they'd catch me off guard. I see how this works. I see how that works. Listen, but let me tell you what, obviously I ain't had time to focus on that, Molly. I mean, I did have other priorities, okay? I wasn't in my bed by 10 a.m.
That's your excuse, Stephen.
I didn't have that, okay?
That's your excuse because you're losing this? Come on, man. I know you. I had to work yesterday, too. I had to take care of my kids. I didn't get up early with my kids this morning. Come on, man.
Right?
Come on. I had to take them to camp.
I thought you were Stephen A. You can handle this. You want to be the face of the network?
I can handle this. I can handle this. Well, I am the face. I don't want to be. I am. But that's a different subject for another day. Let me just say this, okay? J.J. Redick, let me put myself on blast. J.J. Redick, remember, the caveat is when healthy. When healthy, okay? So we're talking about a healthy Anthony Davis, which is a rarity, because I got news for you. I'd pick every single player over Anthony Davis right now that you mentioned strictly because of their reliability. the fact that they're healthy. So again, we're not talking injuries now. Amar'e, you're my witness. We ain't talking injuries because every single player J.J. Redick mentioned is more reliable than Anthony Davis because Anthony Davis is hurt too much. We're only talking skill. What you do on the basketball court when you're healthy. J.J. Redick, are you ready for this? I'd take Anthony Davis over Luka. I'd take Anthony Davis over Jokic. Yes, I would. And let me go a step further. And I know he can't. I know how great Jokic is in terms of his passing ability, his playmaking ability. The brother can't jump onto a curb for crying out loud, and no one can stop him. It makes no sense. I can't. It's unbelievable. Jokic is unbelievable. But I'm saying this to you. I take him over Luka. I take him over Jokic. And as much love and respect and reverence as I have for Jimmy Butler and Jason Tatum and how big time I believe both of them are, I take a healthy Anthony Davis over them too. Because guess what, JJ, and I understand that you don't know this because, obviously, shooting was your gift and moving without the basketball and being an offensive player. You were never known as a great defender, JJ. No shade whatsoever. It's just a fact. Anthony Davis was and is. When that brother, and you could talk about LeBron James being the best player all you want to, and that's a fact. But LeBron James doesn't win a title without Anthony Davis. LeBron James convinced the Lakers to give away half their squad.
So you're saying, hold on. I want to clarify that point. You're saying you're going to put a Robin in the top 7. That's what you're saying. You're not.
Yes.
He's okay. He's the only guy in the top 7 with the Robin, and then there's a bunch of Batmans after him. But okay.
Let me ask you a question. If he was on Boston, he would be Robin. If he was on Miami, would he be Robin? That's where I'm going. See, you can bring up Robin all you want to, but you got to be in its proper context. He wouldn't be Robin and Jimmy Butler. He wouldn't be Robin and Jason Tatum.
No. I just completely destroyed that argument by. Because Anthony Davis couldn't get past the second round on his own. Jimmy Butler has.
Stop it.
Jason Tatum has. 3 times. Three times.
Excuse me. You
get it. That's a heavy lift, Stephen. Think about this. If Anthony Davis, to me, okay, the top 7 is a bit of a stretch, right? When healthy. I don't know if I can put him past, Jokic or Luka, right? But the Tatum and the Butler situation. When healthy, I do have Anthony Davis above those guys. But I did mention yesterday that, Anthony Davis, when healthy, could be top 7, right? It's debatable. And the list we have now that Jay gave yesterday of the top 7 guys, it'd be tough to put Anthony Davis in that top 7 group. But I don't see anyone else under that top 7. For me, I'm just saying, only because we need to see him healthy, for a longer stretch. Right now, it's tough to see. It's tough to judge because he hasn't been completely healthy, and we haven't got a chance to see his dominance over the past few years. Now, granted, when he's healthy, we see the dominance, but we haven't seen that over the past few years.
Hold on, JJ. First of all, let me get on Amar'e now. Because Amar'e, excuse me, Amar'e Stoudemire. You understand the human highlight reel? Yeah. We're going to talk to you right now. Because, damn it, you weren't known for defense either. Now, let's be very, very clear. But you know this. You know how elite. You know I love you. You know you were big time offensively. But defensively, you nobody was bragging about your defense now. Now, let's understand something.
Okay.
Anthony Davis is a different animal. He's a rim protector, not just a rebound. He's a rim protector, JJ Amar'e.
I give him that.
Jokic is not a rim protector. Luka Doncic ain't even in a conversation defensively. Not even in a conversation. Now, last time I checked, y'all told me it's 2 sides of the basketball. We got to take things into consideration. Anthony Davis, when healthy, is good for 28 and 12. He's good for 28 and 12. Then when you take into account his ability to rebound the basketball and to rim protect, I can't ignore that. I'm not saying he's a better offensive player than all of these people, but when you take into account the totality of basketball, how in the hell am I talking to 2 NBA players who are just going to ignore what?
No, but you got to factor in. But you got to factor in basketball IQ.
He's a great 2-way player, but
right, you got to factor in basketball IQ. Think about this. Out of those top 7 guys, those top 7 guys has a high level of basketball IQ. Now, Anthony Davis got to prove to us that he has that level of IQ. I haven't seen that yet in him. Now, he's dominant when healthy, but from an IQ standpoint, I need to see that.
So he had no IQ. He was just.
I'm not saying he doesn't have no IQ.
No, he's not saying that.
LeBron.
Luka Doncic and Jokic has
the other guys are all
high level IQ.
Go ahead, JJ.
I just want to clarify.
I'll listen.
Both of you. I just want to. It's a question for both of you. I just want to clarify before I make my next point. When you say when healthy, what does that mean? Like, if a guy's playing an NBA game, does that count as being healthy? If he's playing in an NBA game, because there's a difference now. When I talk about Damian Lillard, missed.
I'm just talking about guys at their best.
PG
I'm just talking about guys at their best. At their best health-wise. That's all I'm saying. At their best health-wise.
When they're on the court. When they're on the court.
But JJ, you've been on the court, but you've been injured. I'm sorry, you've been hurt. But
yeah,
you
that's
played,
what he's trying to differentiate what your definition is here.
I'm explaining it. I'm saying you're at your best healthy. That's all I'm asking. That's the assumption. At your best health-wise, what are you? That's all, JJ. At your best health-wise.
My point to that is, last year, Anthony Davis averaged 21-7 when he was on the court. I'm assuming he's healthy enough to play. He averaged 21-7, not 28-12. It was his lowest production year since his second year. He averaged 17 in the playoffs and shot 40% from the field in the first round against the Los Angeles Lakers. And this season, when healthy and on the court, he was one of the most inefficient jump shooters in the NBA. Three-pointer and mid-range.
I wouldn't say he was completely healthy.
Joel Embiid was on the court this year, but he wasn't healthy at times.
Right.
And we know what he can do when he's healthy. Come on, JJ, you know the difference. Let's not play this game. You understand what the criteria is.
I know for a fact that Anthony Davis does not play when he's hurt. You know that, Stephen A. That's why he misses so many games.
Oh, my God.
That's why he misses games, because he's got to be right. He's got to be right.
JJ,
that's why he misses so many games.
Don't do that to the audience. Don't confuse them. We know that. I know you're right.
So when he's on the floor, he's healthy is my point.
Listen. No. You've been on the court when you haven't been healthy.
So you're debating.
I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about Anthony Davis.
Time out. Right now, you're debating two different things. Because JJ's saying if someone's on the court. Hold on, Stephen.
No.
Wait, hold on. Let me speak. He's saying that when someone's on the court, that's what we're comparing. Because they're deemed healthy if they're able to get on the court. And Stephen A., you're not saying when they're on the court. It's when they're at their best.
And you bring up,
we're debating two different things. So let's get on the same page and let's talk about when someone's on the court.
My point is Anthony Davis does not play hurt. He plays when he's right. And you're bringing up Joel Embiid in a like one-of-one situation where the guy's playing with two torn ligaments in his hand and a broken orbital bone in the playoffs. But
he's not healthy. But he's not healthy in that space.
And he's not.
But he's on the court.
When is Anthony Davis played with an injury? If you can bring that up to me, I would like to know.
JJ, you're not being fair. You're not being fair, JJ. We're having, because of our argument yesterday.
I'm talking about specifically about
listen
Anthony
to me.
Davis.
No, JJ, you listen. We're talking. Yesterday we got into a discussion. We transitioned to today, and we're having fun with an argument about. You are healthy. You are 100%. At your best, who you taking? That's all we're saying.
Okay.
We're not, I've seen Amar'e Stoudemire on the court.
When he's on the court,
hold on.
He's hasn't been a top 7 player.
But listen, and he hasn't been healthy in 2 years. But he was on the court. He was healthy enough to play. But he hasn't been. We're just talking about if you're at your best, JJ. JJ Redick 100%. Amar'e Stoudemire 100%. Stephen A 100%. Guess what? I'm not in y'all class. There's
a notion too saying that, hey, someone at 85% can be better than half the league. So even though you're not 100% healthy, you're still playing even though you're not 100% healthy.
I'm saying, JJ, to make it simple, all the guys you mentioned, give me their absolute best. Give me Anthony Davis at his absolute best.
All right, let's do this.
He's top 7.
So now that we're kind of changing the debate for JJ here, since you guys are talking about when he's healthy and saying that he's top 7 when he's healthy. JJ's talking. No, I'm
saying when he's on the court, he's healthy because he doesn't play hurt.
But they're debating by different rules. So let's say when he's at his best, JJ, just play along with them for
everybody at their best.
Just play along.
Everybody
when he's at his best, you're picking.
I'm not going to let you off the hook, Stephen A. I'm not going to let you off the hook.
JJ Slick.
Lay off the weed. I'm taking your thing. Lay off the weed. I'm not going to let you off the hook. I know we're talking about Anthony Davis. You said Anthony Davis is better than Jokic? MVP? Come on, man. Come on.
I don't think
Jokic
plays defense the way Anthony Davis can play defense. I don't believe that.
I can't with you today.
I don't believe that.
With you.
I don't believe that. And by the way, Luka ain't even in the conversation because that brother, when he starts playing defense, it'll be the first. It'll be the first time.
I have a feeling we'll be continuing this at some point. I really just can't wait for that moment.
And I love
Luka. It's over right now, though. When we come.